Stephen, did James take part in today's practice?
No, he didn't. He didn't take place in today's practice. Due to the NBA protocol, he is not able to practice. He has been following the protocol as far as I know.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. And I'm sure you heard by now, but a video just came out of James Harden at Lil Baby's birthday party in a strip club. We cannot give James Harden a pass here, and it's about more than just basketball. The fact that he knowingly went out with a bunch of people at a party right before the season's underway and skipped practice and didn't even tell his coach. But again, that doesn't matter. Let's set that aside for a second, because I know I'm going to get comments saying 99.95% survival rate, he's going to be fine, they're all going to be fine. Well, tell that to Karl Anthony Towns. I'm sure he loves this, and I'm sure he's going to enjoy playing against guys like James Harden who don't take anything seriously and just go party all the time because, you know, COVID's not that big of a deal. Now, if I were the Rockets, I would look to trade him as soon as possible. I wouldn't just go and trade him for nothing, of course, but the phone lines will always be ready. This sets a horrible example and just shows a bad culture across the whole organization, because when you're a superstar, Hall of Fame player, just goes out and parties instead of practicing, that's going to rub off on the other guys. As far as safety goes, this season is going to be a completely different animal compared to last season. They have to trust the players to follow protocols and to not violate any of the guidelines that they have set in place for the safety of the players. But when you have players like James Harden, who's not going to take it seriously and go clubbing and party all the time, it's going to be really tough to keep a season going, especially when you're going to have the possibility of teams getting outbreaks and then having to close their facilities and miss multiple games. If you're a Rockets fan, you should be really disappointed in James Harden, and I know there's a lot of them that are defending him and saying it's no big deal. Well, actually, it's a very big deal, and even if you want to bring up the survival rate of COVID and how dangerous this actually is, for the league, this is very dangerous. If everybody did this, there would be no season, I promise. Also, going back to the organization side of things, he didn't even tell his coach anything. He hasn't been communicating with the team, and John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins just joined the team, and it sets a horrible example and probably makes them feel really unwelcome when the guys at the strip club, while they're showing up to the practice facility for the first time, like, wow, I'm happy to be here. John Wall's probably like, hey, it was reported that he preferred me over Russ, so he must really want to play with me. Well, nah, he's actually just at the strip club. He really doesn't care about you at all. He wants to go to Brooklyn. So again, if you're a Rockets fan, I assume you're an NBA fan also. And as an NBA fan, you should not be putting up with this, and you shouldn't be giving it a pass and playing it off like it's no big deal. It's a big deal for the season. It's a big deal for keeping players on the court instead of at home sick. And it's a big deal from the organization standpoint of the Rockets. He's not communicating with his coach. He's not communicating with the organization. He's just going to a strip club with no answers for them and saying, I'll be there when I be there. When Danuel House was caught with people in his room for multiple hours, James Harden said, it hurt us, and it was very disappointing. And he was very disappointed in Danuel House. Well, that's bad, but it's okay if I go to Lil Baby's birthday party at a strip club before the season when practice is getting going, because I'm James Harden, bro. I don't deal with you. I get mad at my teammates who are on the bench when I miss a free throw because it's their fault. And then we were out here wondering why the Rockets franchise was struggling so much and everybody was unhappy. Austin Rivers wants out, Russ wants out, all these players are unsatisfied, and look who's leading it all. I mean, if your leader does stuff like this, why would you be satisfied? Let me know in the comments what you think of James Harden going to Lil Baby's birthday party at a strip club instead of going to practice and not letting anybody know about it. Also, leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more NBA content like this.